to the Average Show Movie Show. My name is Matt, and this is Jeremy, Brandon, and Zach. And I am going to talk about a movie that I saw this week called The Big Year. Have any of you guys seen it?
No, but we've talked about it before.
Oh, good.
I mean, on the side. I don't think we recorded it.
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
I mean, it was a really good movie. You should watch it.
Someone was telling me about it.
Yeah, so it is, it's about these, they're not called bird watchers. They're called birders, apparently. They go birding. Actually, I don't know if they're called birders.
It's a mockumentary, isn't it?
No, I mean, it doesn't
Because
do
Justin.
Okay,
Justin was talking about it when he talked about Best of Show.
It's Owen Wilson and Jack Black. It can't be
and
too
Steve
serious.
Martin.
And
It's
Steve
not.
Martin.
It's not serious, but it's not. You get those three together, and you think, okay, it's probably going to be.
John Cleese.
He just does narration. Actually, he doesn't. He's not actually in it. But anyway, so it's about these three guys who are all
Kevin Pollak, Joe
obsessed with
McHale.
birding.
These are all comedians.
It's a comedy movie, actually. All right. So anyway, so back to the 30-second. Unless there's going to be any other irrelevant.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
All right.
I
so-
might find someone else.
30. So man, who
Jim
gave-
Parsons from The
Angelica
Big Bang Theory.
Houston.
Rashida
Angelica
Jones.
Houston.
You should just hold up your phone.
Yeah, that might make it.
Are you
Okay,
familiar with
go ahead.
Rashida Jones?
I am not. So back to the 350-second rundown. There are these guys. They're very fascinated with birds, and apparently 100 years ago there was this competition that was created by the Audubon Society, and it was the idea was how many different species of birds or how many different types of birds you could spot in a year, and whoever does the most, they would call that they had a big year. And they would get their name mentioned in some magazines and kind of get some. They really don't get anything. They just get props for doing it. And so, Owen Wilson is kind of the superstar. He's had the most ever, and the other two are trying to catch him. And there's all these. I mean, they go to fairly wild lengths to see different types of birds, and they're spending a lot of money and going all over the place to do this, which you kind of expect from this movie. But what I really liked about this movie is it didn't go into zany. It didn't go.
Really?
It was totally unexpected. It wasn't like Steve Martin, wild and crazy guy poking your eyes and stuff, and
Driving
Owen
a Jeep off a
Wilson.
cliff because we're looking at birds.
Right.
Huh.
It never went that far. You always believed that these were real people because they had real problems going on, and they had real relationships with spouses and just other people in their lives, family members. And it's kind of weird, but we don't do this, but we got it from Netflix, and we actually watched it twice. And so for us, that's a pretty big, watch it twice without waiting a couple months or something. So we liked it quite a bit, and we've actually bought a pair of binoculars and went out birding.
2 stars or
Would
Went out
you
birding, so I'd give
go
it 3.5 stars.
go birding
probably.
by my house at about 5:30 in the morning, and then huck rocks into the trees?
Oh, do you have one of those, the bird that...
The
I
whatever
have the
they're
same-
really loud and
Yeah, like
irritating.
right outside the window.
Yeah.
I have the same thing.
So I would like to go birding, but with a pellet gun.
I'd like to go
Okay.
dogging with a pellet gun,
Mhm.
but that's another movie.
I think that's a different...
Yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't seen it? I
No, but now I kind
I
of watch
added
it.
it to my
Yeah.
queue based on previous conversation.
Yeah, I would. It's not going to blow your socks off, and it's not super funny, but just entertaining and one of those kind of feel-good shows. And at the end, I thought, oh, it's pretty cool. And I admired all three of the characters for a little bit different reasons, and thought they were all pretty good examples of, well-written characters, and the movie itself was well done.
Isn't it? Oh, good.
Funnier than Dan in real life.
You know,
Same
actually,
type of humor,
same
like
idea,
real life
where
humor?
where it's not like there's a couple moments in Dan in real life where you're like, okay, you know, but other than that, very realistic, right?
Yes.
It's just his take on things that makes it funny, and it's the same here. I'm not sure you ever really laugh out loud, but it's more just situational kind of.
All our younger viewers laugh out loud as long talk for LOL.
Yeah, that's the same thing in text all the time.
I was going to say, isn't it interesting that these comedic guys, all of them, are very funny, you know, known for all their comedy movies. But when they act normal, they make a really good movie.
They can do it.
They can do a really
Well,
good movie.
That's like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's a talented
Right.
actor. Look at the Truman Show. Or
Well, and when they do act like that, they're sometimes more enjoyable to watch.
Robin Williams
Yeah.
is way better as a real actor.
What is he?
What? I'm trying to think of what has he been.
Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Steve Martin has really mellowed out from. I mean, you guys, younger guys wouldn't know about this, but he, you know, started off on Saturday Night Live, and a lot of the movies he was doing in that time frame, they're pretty.
Wild and crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
He was a wild and crazy guy.
Right. He's kind of mellowed out as he's gotten older, and I've enjoyed more, you know, the types of things he's doing. I think you'd probably like this. Decent show. Little bit of language. But it's not.
Birds can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they chirp outside my window.
I assume that
Like
people
the
that
crickets?
really are big into birding, this is probably their, you know, their show. They probably all have the collector's edition or whatever. Because there's
Nice.
a lot of bird talk and a lot of different types of birds being talked about, which is
Cool.
the same as bird talk.
And talked about.
Birds talked about. But then also, kind of in addition to that, they're also discussing birds, like in different birds, as they see them, the birds. Okay, so that's it. 'Cause none of these guys have seen it. These guys are movie reviewers. They don't really watch movies. So thanks for tuning in. You can see our show, but you know as you're watching it. So why do we tell them?
Because I'll take it from here. Thank you.
Thanks.
We want to thank you for watching. We want to thank our sponsors, the FSA Stock Exchange. 10 credits to the first person who names the state bird of Louisiana.
Alligator, I think.
It's a gator bird.
You have to do it on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/AverageJoeMovieShow. Leave your comments there. And
/Average Show Movie Show.
yeah, facebook.com/.
Whoa, did you see that? Did you guys see that? You guys probably didn't see it at home. Thank you for watching.